All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Slow.
Now Griffin on second down. On the move to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Griffin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Griffin. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Boykin. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll throw on first with Boykin. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call, and you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio. Ohio.
Now they'll throw it with Boykin. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
319.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
2nd and 10. It's Boykin again. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return will stop right around the 25. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Play action. Now Boykin. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Boykin forced out to his left. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Boykin on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
On second down, complete to the right side. It's Eifert, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again. Boykin on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, now he bowls him over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. The give is to Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action with Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st down, Boykin. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. throwing here. Boykin on first. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A give to Bell. Bell so light on his feet and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try to sneak with Griffin. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side. Able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Flag for 2. Flag for 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now. Boykin. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Boykin. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back to receive it, Deontay Thompson. He'll send this one into the Midwestern there, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 11. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the gun, it's Boykin. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Flex round, flex round. Mike, 53, 53, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
From midfield now, Boykin. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, it's Boykin. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run the counter with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.